Hey everyone, my name's Kyle Higgins. I'm the co-creator and writer of Radiant Black, a millennial superhero series that helped kick off the massive verse at Image Comics. For the last 2 years, we've really taken it upon ourselves to push the boundaries on what we think a modern superhero story can be. We've done in-universe social media and merch boxes, original orchestral scores, existential blacklight issues, an origin story told as a fold-out across 4 eras simultaneously. We even did a 5.5-minute secret animated short film with Batman Beyond's Will Friedle voicing Radiant Black. But this July, for our seminal 25th issue, we're taking our biggest swing yet. Catalyst is the machine empire with ties to the Radiants. But what is their larger role in the universe? What do the Radiants mean to them? And what does it mean for Nathan, Marshall, and Earth when Catalyst shows up to take back what is theirs? Nathan, Marshall, and the others will learn the truth about the Radiants they've synced their lives to, clash with cosmic gods, and be forced to make even tougher decisions for the lives of billions. Joining me on this 6-month odyssey is my partner in all things Radiant Black, Marcelo Costa, as well as our series superstars, Joe Clark, Eduardo Ferragato, Raul Angelo, Becca Carey, and Michael Basuto. Similar to another big event that I built in 2018, Power Rangers Shattered Grid, this is a story with massive stakes. Every character, every storytelling decision thus far, they've all been leading to the Catalyst War, and it kicks off this July with Radiant Black number 25. Join us as we push the boundaries once again, this time on what a superhero event can be.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Radiant Black podcast. I hope that was an exciting enough introduction. One of your hosts, Bashar, and I'm joined by my fellow co-hosts and my friends.
What's up? It's Ali here. How's everybody doing? That was a great trailer. We got about a month left for Catalyst War. It's about to get real.
Yeah, what's up? It's Radiant Matt here. Really excited for this little impromptu live stream for this big event that's going to blow our minds. We don't even know who's going to be leading us into this massive war, and I can't wait for it.
Charlie, you're muted, I think.
Oh shit! Sorry. There we go. Sorry. Yeah. So this trailer, every time I watch it, just gets me super excited. I don't know how many times I've seen it, but no, it's just very, very well done. And yeah, really, the series has been building up to this, and yeah, can't wait to get into that with you guys. It's feels like it's still far away, but it's gonna come up quicker than we know for sure.
Yeah, so you guys heard everything. There's I can't hype this event enough. We think it's going to be the biggest comic book event of 2023. I mean, Ultimate Invasion or whatever, $9. Come on, I'm not paying $9 for that. I get nice try, Marvel. But no, I mean, Radiant Black 25. It's the 25th issue of Radiant Black, so that's a big deal in of itself. There's a connecting cover, as we've seen, and we'll pull that up in a second, and we'll also bring up the solicit in a second here, but I just want to get you guys' thoughts here. Are you guys excited? This has been a long time coming, like Kyle said in the trailer, and we've talked about this so many times. We always go back to that one image in Radiant Black number 7, right? And it's the image when they get teleported to that one part in space, that robot war. And of course, we're going to talk full spoilers here, and I'm assuming if you're here at that point, you're ready for the Catalyst War. So full spoilers of everything up to Radiant Black, 1 to 24. And yeah, ever since that image, are you guys excited, or you guys what do you think is going to happen? Some people are speculating that we might get 2 Radiant Blacks throughout the event because of the covers. They might be misleading. I don't know.
Yeah, I like that theory a lot. I have to go through the Discord to give credit, but yeah, that's really cool. We don't even know, right? Kyle has laid the groundwork here, and everyone else in the Massiverse, that we can't expect just normal event stuff. There's definitely stakes. Going into it, we don't know who Radiant Black is going to be, so that's massive on the face of it. Let alone this war that's been teased for 2 years, so we don't know. I like the idea of Catalyst being a race of robots. We don't know. They could be cold and unfeeling. It's kind of tough. It could question our view on humanity. Humanity isn't even a thing for them, presumably, unless there's a robot term for that. that. Like, we don't know what this book is, and we don't know what this war is. It could be fought in existence. It could be fought outside of existence. We really don't know. It's crazy. Like, it's just ample grounds for speculating.
Yeah, no, for sure. I think like those 3 questions he asked, I don't know exactly how they worded them, but those are like the big things that are going to answer so many things, is like, who is Catalyst? Like, what do they want? What is their role in the universe? Like, that could be like just such like a thing that we're not even thinking about right now. But those questions are kind of like, yeah, the groundwork that we've been kind of missing, but I think we'll pull a lot of the pieces together that we've kind of been wondering about.
So it's been like 2 years basically since Radiant Black has come out, and every once in a while they release something that blows our mind, starting from issue 10 with the Blacklight edition to kind of like what Kyle said, going through the orchestra, the animation, the Radiant Black 18. So I'm just curious what the hell is going to happen in Catalyst War. Like, regardless from the story itself, but kind of how are they going to make that, a new way to attack the medium of comic books again, because that's the standard that they've built for us so far.
Yep. And here we got the solicit, so new story arc. And from what we've seen in some articles mentioned, and even by Kyle Higgins himself, that it's a good time to pick up the series, even if you're a new reader, which I think is surprising. But hey, like, if it's the writer saying so, then I'm all for it. I'm gonna personally be picking up a few extra copies to give away, of course, and to get other readers into it. I really like this event label here, like this logo. You guys see it?
Yeah.
Like, it's not egregious, right?
It reminds me of like the Marvel Now when that was happening. It was all the books at the bottom. I like
Way cleaner though, like way less.
very
official.
Yeah, way cleaner.
Yeah, and it goes with the color profile of the cover, like with the whites and everything. It looks really nice. Like, overall, I really like, obviously, the Catalyst War imagery. We've had it on our Twitter for a while because we've been really excited for the event. And yeah, so the solicit here, what does it say? It says, new story arc: the Radiants were stolen. An empire vaster than space has come to claim them. The end of the world is here. The Catalyst War begins. And amidst the chaos, Nathan and Marshall will make the biggest decision of their lives. Who will be Radiant Black? So obviously we've had the vote, right? For all this time, who's going to be Radiant Black, and the readers had to decide. It's similar to the Jason Todd, will he live or die vote that they had a long time ago, and we don't know what the result is yet. We're going to find out as we get the issue. So just a little under a month away. And I want to say before we go further, the cover is obviously just the connecting. All right, that didn't work. So the cover is just the connecting cover. You can see them. Okay, so the link doesn't work, but the cover is a connecting. Okay, so so we're done with that. But the cover is a connecting cover where you can see the other side. It's cool. But before we continue a little bit further, we want to tell you guys about something really cool that we recently started. Obviously, it's called the Rogue Sun podcast, and if you're reading Rogue Sun, which is another massive verse series, you might have heard of it. It's all these fine gentlemen here, and we just took our talents off to another fiery start. So I'll even just show you guys our YouTube channel here in case you might want to check us out. The good news is that I'm not just promoting this for no reason. I actually have quite a big surprise. So here it is, and you can find us on like Anchor and all that stuff. Wherever you listen to your podcast, Spotify, all that good stuff. We have Spotify links. You can find us on Twitter. But one thing I do want to say is Ryan Parrott, the very generous, the incredible Ryan Parrott, just sent us a box full of Rogue Sun goodies, which we're going to be giving away to all of you over time, of course, because there was a lot of books, including a poster signed by Ryan Parrott of the Rogue Sun poster. Like, do you have the poster, Ali?
Hold on, yeah, I'm about to pull it out.
Yeah.
So it's actually a double-sided poster. We got the Massiverse on this side, but the bigger surprise is signed by Ryan Parrott. I'm not sure if you can see it. Can you see the signature? Yeah.
On the bottom there. So,
and this is, let me just say, this is one small thing from all the stuff that Ryan sent us. So, check out our YouTube. Our first episode on the Rogue Sun podcast is an interview with Ryan Parrott. It was great. Kind of went over, the first 12 issues and what to expect in the future, and look forward to the rest of the giveaways. We'll be announcing them, as we go.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, so exciting stuff. Another thing that we recently did for the Rogue Sun podcast that's coming up. So don't get if you you don't have to worry about FOMO or anything like that because we haven't done it yet. But Rogue Sun trivia. We've got Rogue Sun trivia coming up, and we're going to be obviously giving away some Rogue Sun goodies during Rogue Sun trivia. So stay tuned for that. It's going to be so much fun. We've been having a blast just even talking about putting it together, and we've just started putting it together. It's going to be so much fun. It's not going to be super hard or anything. It's going to be really friendly to any readers who've read the book even just once. I think it's going to be pretty exciting, pretty competitive this time. I don't think there's going to be anybody who has a huge lead. So Rogue Sun trivia coming up. We're going to be giving away Rogue Sun goodies thanks to Ryan Parrott himself. Thank you so much, Ryan. Yeah. And really. We'll post dates and everything soon, so don't worry about that. But yeah, stay tuned. It's going to be so much fun. And yeah, I think that's pretty much it for the oh, there's one more thing. Ooh, this one I'm super excited about. Another thing that you guys like that's a staple of the Radiant Black podcast that we've got coming up is this time evolved, bigger, badder, better, and more cosmic than ever. Yeah. We've got the Masterverse tier list, and we're going to be doing this one live even very soon. We're going to be doing this with the community, same as last time. So the way we're going to do it is we're going to have the podcast guys, like everyone on the Gentleman, and anyone who wants to join us, really. We can hold up to 10 people, so we're going to have tons of fun with that. We're going to go live on YouTube, just like we are right now. We're going to talk about it just like we did the first time with the community. We'll have a poll as well in the chat so that the community can vote with us. Everybody can vote for what they think, S, A, B, C, D of the characters. And since we did this a long time ago last time, and we did it exclusively for the most part for Radiant Black, I think we did it right as Supermassive 1 came out. And just about when there was 1 or 2 miniseries only. So, since then, there's been so many characters, including... Oh, I don't want to spoil it. If you haven't read Rogue Sun 13,
can we do a quick spoiler on that? I because unfortunately Ali wasn't able to make it last time. But can I get your general overall thoughts from that last issue? Because that was one of my favorite.
Try to keep it spoiler free.
Yeah, spoiler free. I'll keep it spoiler free. When this whole thing with Caleb taking over the body happened last issue, I was a little worried, like how the hell is the series going to keep going? Especially with the big death that happened. But the way they kind of made it work, and how Dylan is trying to sort of claw his way back real quick. I really like that, and I'm looking forward to that dynamic, especially with how the issue ended. Spoilers. But I think my favorite part was, all the new introductions, and I'll just leave it at that.
The therapy session.
Let's just keep it at that.
It's so good. It's so good. Yeah, our review is already up, so you could go see it and hear it for yourself once you've read the issue. So good. We had so much fun talking about it. It's so good. And Ryan said before when we were talking to him, he said that Almost Got Him is the best animated episode ever made. I think he said that. I don't know if it was hyperbolic or not. I think he was serious. But I'm sorry, I kind of agree with him. So it's just like...
Yeah. I remember telling him, you can't argue with that. Like, if someone tells you that, you really can't argue with that. It's
repping the Radiant Black, by the way.
There you
repping the Radiant Black today. You could see it on the back, right? Like the Eduardo Farigato.
Yeah, that's probably that's might be my favorite merchandise so far. It's up there for sure.
We need more Rogue Sun shirts, man. Like the Rogue Sun shirts are nice, but they just have the title. I want like imagery of Rogue Sun. I buy like 2 or 3 right now. You guys.
I keep saying it, but those orange title blocks they have on the back. Like on the back of the books, put those on the back of a shirt, and those will sell out super fucking quick.
The issue 2 cover with the family, or like the Rogue Sun painting would be really sweet as a t-shirt too.
There's so like Ryan, we gotta get the Rogue Sun merch out there, man.
Kyle set a ridiculous precedent though. Seriously, you're writing a comic book and now you have to have like a whole merch lineup. Like you're not Hasbro. It's
for
crazy.
every issue you have to do a new merch drop.
It's crazy.
So Massiverse tier list. It's gonna be so much fun. So every event that we mentioned today, we're gonna be giving away Massiverse stuff. We're gonna be giving away Massiverse stuff today at the end of the stream. So spoiler alert there. Whoopsie. But yeah, it's really cool stuff. We're gonna give away Kathy sweater. No, I'm just kidding. But one day. That'll be if we ever make we can do that because that's probably sponsored, but that would be cool to do that. But yeah, so I'm just telling you guys, we're gonna have a Massiverse tier list. It's gonna be so much fun because there's so many characters. But I don't want to keep talking about that too much. But be there. We're gonna give away some cool stuff. Lots of it is signed by Ryan Parrott. I'm just saying, everything we give away on the Rogue Sun podcast will be signed by Ryan Parrott for the most part. So, booyah.
Yeah.
All right.
I don't know if you guys want to talk about this yet or anything. Or maybe we wait about the later, but the preview stuff.
I just want to show. I just want to show the cover as it looks full. Oh, we had it as the background, but like here it does
Yeah.
look together.
Gorgeous.
It's
It's
gorgeous.
gotta be a poster, man.
Mm-hmm. I just want to say, if they're both Radiant Black in the issue, like if it does come out that they're both, and you just toying with us, that would be a lot of fun. But
No,
either way,
I don't think so.
I doubt that's gonna happen.
Yeah.
saying, man.
I think it's
Yeah,
that
I don't
Radiant
think
Black.
so either.
Was it Radiant Black 21, that pink cover? We thought the whole time it's got two of them doing that cool pose.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
That's a good point.
I want to add to real quick. I just hope that maybe after Catalyst War, like on issue 26 or 27, they give us the metrics. Like I want to know by how much did whoever win.
Yeah,
whoever
I hope
won,
so. I hope
you
so
know?
too. Yeah, no, that'd be cool. That'd be cool.
I want to see the polling data. I want age demos. I want everything. I want to know who voted what. No, it'd be cool to see that. I can see why they want to keep that close to their vest, but it would be. I am really interested in the votes. It's like the Radiant Black podcast. Of course, we're interested in that kind of stuff. But yeah, it would be cool to see. And you know, Michael knows and stuff like that. So it would be cool as like, or maybe
it would be cool if no one leaked the data. Like that would be really cool.
Yeah.
That would be like super cool. Like if just you find like a barcode in an issue and it's like it's a no one server and it just leaks the data to the vote. Like
that's really cool.
I don't know.
The more
It's
I think
super
about
meta,
it,
but
it's funny
awesome.
and meta, but it would be really cool as a way to do it. Like, oh, I know who voted for Radiant Black. Yeah.
Or make
And
it
on
like
Bridge.
an ARG, make it an ARG event where the entire community like tries to figure it out, like through the no one servers, and then we could see the data. Like that would also be tons of fun. It would be a bit like tedious, but it would be fun. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, so we're gonna stop pitching now and get to the so Radiant Black 25. Super excited. Catalyst War. We showed the trailer earlier. Kyle mentioned tons of things, and when you look at who's on this issue, right? We've got like dual artists, dual writers. It's gonna be a big deal. It's gonna be sweet. I can't wait. And I think that's pretty much it, right? Do you guys have anything else you want to cover for the Catalyst War?
If we call it the Catalyst War and there is no Kitty, what was this all for?
You guys
Love
think
it.
there's gonna be cameos?
Always gotta throw Kitty in there.
There got to be cameos. You're right. Like, but we've built up a lot that there can be. I mean, I don't know if there's
I'm
gonna be
not talking
cameos.
about Radiant Squad. I'm talking about like you think like Rogue Sun, Dead Lucky are gonna show up?
Yeah, I think they will maybe at the very end for like an issue or something. They could wrap it. I'm more curious if any of this is gonna lead into any of the other books. Like if we're gonna get any Catalyst War on Earth, like a little mention in Rogue Sun or like an appearance of robot attacking Earth and Rogue Sun's got to go off and save him. Like in his book, I'm curious about that aspect.
I forgot who said it. If it was maybe Michael or Ryan, but they said that like it will be mentioned in the other books, like Rogue Sun or something will say something about it. Dead Lucky will say something about it. But to be honest, I doubt we'll have like Rogue Sun or
Like
Dead Lucky show
tie-in
up in the
issues.
Don't War.
Oh,
No,
okay.
I don't think that's gonna happen because if the way I'm thinking about it too, like Dead Lucky's a lot more like concentrated. She's doing her whole like corporate espionage thing right now, and Rogue Sun is not even Rogue Sun right now. He's busy trying to get his own body back. So
I'm just thinking of that last line or one of those last lines in Supermassive, like that, like when Marshall said something's coming. If I might need some help, I might need some help. So that really just kind of puts that in my head.
I feel like Red's a shoe-in, right? Either she's mentioned or like I can almost see like Cherish writing like a one-shot or like a couple issues showing like her perspective, right? I feel like that would be really sweet to see and like obvious. I think it's like right there, or at least we need to see Red in this war because her robot would be talking to her, right, or something like that with this big war going on, and her in prison, we can get her out pretty easily. I feel like, and Red's your heavy hitter, right? Like she can absorb this stuff, which would be really useful.
She already broke out of prison once.
Well, she was kind of, yeah. No, looking at the black market, so this is the best place to get information on everything Massiverse because it's the creative, like collective made by Kyle Higgins. It's a cool place. They post about all the Massiverse books. So here you could see the trailer for the Catalyst War that we had playing at the beginning. But one thing I want to draw your attention to is if you don't want to see this, you can just tune out the screen for a second. But they've showed 4 preview pages. Here it says that. There's a lot we both have to figure out. And they showed 4 preview pages for the issue. And said, don't miss the kickoff for the summer's biggest event. FOC is Monday. So make sure you get your pre-orders in, right? Get your pre-orders in. And here we've got a peek at the first page. So if you don't want to read it, I think it's like distant enough to where you can't really see what's happening. But if you look, we've obviously seen the destruction from the previous issue. And we can see Kieran here. Kieran being, a certain postal worker, allegedly, right? And then we've seen Beyond the Wreckage. We go to the next page, and Nathan's talking to his parents on the phone, and you see that they're also going to address the fallout, right? Because you see Marshall in the next page, and they're chilling together. And yeah, and the last thing he says is, "Where's Wendell?" So I think that's a really interesting place to end on, because like, do you think they're gonna go ask Wendell like what the best option is, like who should be Radiant Black, like, or something like that?
That's a good question. I mean, do you guys think at this point they're still trying to argue and figure it out? I kind of like, when I was reading that, I was like, the first thing I noticed was Nathan driving up to the house. So obviously he didn't fly there. So I was assuming Marshall has the Radiant at this point.
Well, but also remember, it's unstable.
Yeah,
maybe just because he's scared. Yeah,
it is unstable. But also, just like I like hearing like Marshall, like he's like hello, like he's like all hyped up, like he kind of wasn't like, I don't know, he didn't really feel like he just lost a Radiant or something. So I'm kind of like, these preview pages are kind of making me think who won this poll or not. But I'll say that till
I think it's super ambiguous still. Like, it really could go either way. And honestly, like, I'm really surprised by how many fans there are for both sides. I think someone made a point before, and I think we also mentioned it, like maybe it's like Marshall fans are just adamant and they're more loud because they're Marshall fans. It's like, it just translates well. Like, it's a very logical like point to make, but it's like also like you have to consider the sentiments there were for Nathan, because I was saying like over the courses of the months, for the previous issues, like from issues 1 to 24. Even before Nathan came back, right? There was so much sentiment for Nathan. People begging for him to come back as Radiant Black, or at least people like were begging for him to come back in any form, to the point where they were like, "I'd rather just have him back in the book, even not as Radiant Black, than just not have him." So it's like you think about all that sentiment for Nathan, and how it's like an emotional core of the story is tied to rescuing him, right? There is that journey, and he was the first Radiant Black, even though Marshall clearly like laid on it, had that like, oh, I want it, right? But it's like Nathan grabbed it first. He became Radiant Black first. So there's still like that journey that we went through with the character at the beginning. And I'm excited to see like how they talk about it either way, because I like the line about like pros and cons list. Like, I thought that was a funny joke. But
can we talk about the last name of Marshall real quick? How we got that during the vote?
Yeah, I'll post that up. You talk about
because
it.
Because I had to Google Ward, right? Because I wanted to check out the definitions. I noticed the second definition is
right.
An administrative division of a city or borough that typically elects and is represented by a councilor or councilors. So that's talking about like a vote, right? Right when the vote's going on. I mean, I'm conspiracy brain, stuff like that. I feel like Marshall. I don't know. It just that kind of stood out to me, right? Like ward, election, division typically elects, and it's like, and the other definition is a separate room in a hospital typically allocated for one patient or for I don't know. That doesn't really add it, but like patient, you got to be patient, get the Radiant. I don't know, but I feel like there's no way Marshall isn't Radiant Black. Personally, I feel like there's.
I'm with you. I'm
not saying we all voted for Marshall here.
Can't wait to see. I think we're biased over here, but yeah.
Individually, I don't hate Nathan. I'm just saying the way I see it. I could be blown out of the water, but I'm pretty sure it's gonna be Marshall. Not even saying that's the best case for the story. Like, I want to see Marshall going forward, but like as far as like a positive ending, like Nathan could easily have to take this Radiant from him. So I just find it's really interesting how we got Marshall's last name during this. Although you can't really vote for someone without knowing their last name and stuff like that too. That's probably sketchy. But yeah, I don't know. Just want to point that out.
Love that. Oh, that's cool, man.
Bro, this is the guy. This is the guy who killed the main character, issue 4. Bro, what are you talking about?
Yeah,
you don't know what you saying. What are you saying?
We don't know what this is. I know, but you never know. That's just how I feel. I'm fully open to the rug getting pulled out from under me at that. But like, I'll awkwardly like fall over with it. No, I don't know. But like, I'm ready for that to happen. But like, I just feel like in my heart of hearts, it's like I think it's Marshall.
Catalyst War 6 issues, right?
Right?
Okay. Yeah. Or basically 5. Maybe 5. It's the next volume or whatever.
I think.
Do you think after
before we progress, since we were on the topic, I just want to share these before we like pass the opportunity. So here's the super massive second print cover, and the reason you might want to grab this came out last week in the comic book store, so literally last new comic book day.
Sweet.
The reason you might want to grab that, I mean, if you're like a collector, they just changed the thing here. I think they said like it's printed a little bit differently too, because it's not square bound or something like that. I did pre-order them. I just haven't picked them up yet, but they're shipping. You can see they have and these are from the email Kyle Higgins said. So if you have to subscribe to Black Market Narrative, they're what is the mail's thing called? I always forget. You know what I'm talking about? The online mailing thing, the newsletter. Exactly. Yeah, the newsletter, and they send all the news all the time. You get like you just put your email. So they sent this when Supermassive second print was on FOC. It just came out last week, and they have these back matter profiles in the back of the
cool.
comic book, and they shared 2. And so Radiant Black, you can see here, they put Marshall's last name. It's Marshall Ward. So yeah, I mean, it's pretty cool. If you're a collector, I just got this because it's pretty cool, and we got a few to give away because I think this is the perfect gateway for people. They like props to the Black Market Narrative team, props to Michael and everybody who worked on this because this is a genius idea, and I think it's the perfect thing to get new readers in. It's really well made. It's very easy. It's very clear. So
it's like a sizzle reel. It's like a massive first sizzle reel, right? You get everything, like all the greatness in one little easily digestible, 60 pages, I think it is. It's really great. And the second print, look at the layout. Like it's so clean.
Look at that. Yeah. So this is the book you want. One thing I will warn everyone is that not many stores like got tons. Like my local comic shops didn't get any. They got 0. So yeah. So I had to pre-order them online, like myself. And then when I looked online to see what stores had them, there were only a few that had them. Like the big stores will have them, like the Midtowns and everything. But just be on the lookout. They're really cool. And I want to say props to the team for putting these massive verse logos as well. And like they've recently started doing that with this issue and with Rogue Sun 13. Yeah. So that's really cool to see. Really love that. All right. So I think that's it for today. I think we've covered a lot.
I have one more question for you guys, and maybe whoever's listening too. So since after this volume, after Catalyst War, do you guys think we'll finally know what this book is?
No.
He almost spit his water out.
I wish his mic was on there. You're muted still, Max. Oh, that was fucking awesome.
I wasn't ready for that.
No one was ready. I'm gonna say we'll know more, but maybe still not completely. I think there's still going to be a lot of questions about maybe Marshall's history and his upbringing, maybe post Catalyst War, or maybe they might bring that into Catalyst War to put some emotions in there. But yeah, I honestly couldn't tell you. Who knows?
At this point, I'm expecting the Massiverse team to just invent magic, and the book just like becomes enchanted and flies away. Like I don't even know what to expect anymore. So yeah, I don't think we're gonna know what this book is. I think like 15 years after Radiant Black is done, Kyle might like whisper in the ear of some reporter what the series really is. Yeah,
I mean, Chad agrees. Everyone's saying no, absolutely not, never. We're all on the same page, at least with that one.
Yeah. No, I think that's probably pretty likely. Like this guy. Like mentioned in the chat, this guy Kyle likes to fuck with us for sure. So
100%.
We love it. We love it. We're here for it.
100%.
Yeah. Thanks for joining us, guys. Though it's really nice to have these live streams. It's really cool to get a gauge.
Before we go, we haven't forgotten.
Ooh, yeah.
We've got some giveaways here. Ivan Tao. Okay. AF15. I know a lot of you guys have seen Spider-Verse recently. I know we've got a lot of Spider-Man fans out there too. We got 2 copies to give away right now. So let's do it. How do we want to do this? How should we just do a
if you want to get entered, just
if you want to enter the giveaway, right now enter in the chat who you voted for Radiant Black.
Yeah, I was gonna say that.
Good call.
Yeah. Oh, Owen's okay. Owen's still waiting on a poster from Trivia.
Oh, I know.
Oh, okay. Marsh. Wow. Kind of split.
Let's see.
I feel the urge to be entertaining right now because this isn't good podcasting of us just reading the chat. But yeah,
no, for sure. I'm just surprised. Like right now, you see Marshall, and then 1 Nathan, 2 Nathan. So it's like that's the percentage I assumed it would be. That's it would be 65 to 35 like that. Yeah, but I don't know. I've heard it was a lot closer. So I'm just saying.
Yeah, what's up, Wyatt? Good to have you.
Yeah, Wyatt Lane. If you've not heard of Wyatt Lane, he's a legendary musician, member, newly appointed member of the Invincible podcast.
Yes.
And Chromacast
We've had on
Or
the show
just a
before.
Chromacast, I believe. Yeah.
Yeah, Chromacast, member of Chromacast, and
I love
created-
Wyatt's music. I'm the biggest
Yes.
Wyatt music fan in this podcast. Fight me, but no, yeah, Wyatt's the shit. I love Wyatt.
Created our music for the Firepower podcast as well, which is incredible. Like if you haven't heard the music for the Firepower podcast, it's really good.
Yeah.
But yeah, let's do the giveaway. So I'm gonna enter everybody right now into a randomizer, and
I have them all up already. I put them
okay.
already.
All right,
Let me just go through it. We have,
just
I have
message me. Message
Chris
me.
A, Wyatt, Garzilla, Owen, Capital J, Greg, and well, you said you didn't want to be in it, but all right, let's see.
Yeah, right. You see, Greg listens to the
Thanks,
Firepower
Greg.
pod.
Thanks, Greg.
and he-
Shout out to
and
you.
he-
man.
He said the intro is incredible, so he knows it's so good. It's so unbelievably good. But yeah, Ivan Taus, we've got these for today because we don't want to give something Rogue Sun away on the Reading Black podcast. We're going to give those away on the Rogue Sun podcast. We've got tons of things to look forward to. Rogue Sun trivia. We'll probably do a giveaway every single episode that we do. They're all signed by Ryan. Some really nice books. Look forward to that. I can't wait for Rogue Sun trivia, man. I really can't wait. I think for once, Owen's I don't think I don't know if we're gonna do it open, but if we do, I don't think Owen will win this one.
For a
Just
buzzer,
because-
I'm going to use that bell.
I won't put it past him. I'm not gonna put it past him for sure.
So all right, first winner is Capital J.
Oh, and
Congrats.
Congratulations,
Oh.
Congratulations, Capital J. We'll have that sent out. DM us on Twitter. If you don't have Twitter, then I don't know. Just find us on social media somewhere. We're on Instagram and Twitter.
Maybe Discord too.
Oh yeah, Discord as well. And then who's the other one?
Yeah, congrats, Capital J. Nice. And Owen's still catching up on Firepower. Shout out to you though. And kind of listening to it currently. That's kind of cool.
Yeah, we're hoping to have all the episodes up by the time the new issue comes up, like at least up to 24. It'll be one issue behind, so that wouldn't be horrible. All right. And the second winner is Radiant Greg. Congratulations,
Hey.
Radiant Greg. Congratulations, bud. Long-time listener. I'm
Congrats.
glad. I'm really happy. So congratulations, guys.
Yeah.
We'll have those sent out to you. So Capital J, you won the red one. Owen, you won the white one. Congratulations.
Greg, Jay and Greg.
Oh, sorry, Greg.
Said
Greg,
Owen,
yeah.
yeah.
I'm so used to saying Owen. He wins everything. But yeah. Anyways, congratulations, everybody. Thank you for joining us today. That was awesome. We'll see you next time on the Massiverse tier list, where I'm really excited to see who's gonna vote what. So I can't wait. We already know Radiant Yellow's S. You don't gotta throw those You don't gotta hurl those messages that we say Radiant Yellow S. We already know that. Anyway, thank you so much for joining us today. We'll see you next time, everybody. Stay radiant.